Your Holiness, Pope Francis, the head of the Catholic Church and sovereign of the Vatican City State, the Most Reverend Dr. Justin Welby, the Archbishop of Canterbury, the Right Reverend Dr. Ian Greenshields, the moderator of the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland, Excellencies, representatives of heads of state and government, members of the diplomatic corps, religious leaders, ladies and gentlemen, allow me on behalf of the government and the people of South Sudan to extend my warm welcome to Your Holiness, Pope Francis, and your delegation to the Republic of South Sudan. Your Holiness, it is the first time in our history that the head of the Church, of the Catholic Church, has visited South Sudan. Your presence in our midst today is a historic milestone for our country. On behalf of the government, the people of South Sudan, and indeed on my own behalf, I wish to express to Your Holiness my deep gratitude for fulfilling your promise of visiting South Sudan. Your visit will leave a positive impact on our national conscience and peace in our country. Your Holiness, I wish also to greet and welcome the representatives of heads of state and government who are here within us today. I also greet and welcome the ambassadors accredited to the Republic of South Sudan, members of international organizations, members of the clergy and civil society, organizations who are present here at this important occasion. It is my sincere hope that our push for peace and reconciliation will be helped by the ecumenical pilgrimage to the Republic of South Sudan by the Holy Father, Pope Francis, Archbishop of Canterbury, Dr. Justin Welby, and the moderator of the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland, Dr. Ian Greenshields. This historic visit of these prominent global Christian leaders must compel us to engage in deep thinking about our recent history especially on how it relates to the noble task of peace consolidation and, and the important projects of reconciliation and forgiveness among our people. Your Excellencies, in April 2019, during the spiritual retreat we held at the Vatican, Your Holiness kissed our feet and asked us to remain in peace. You also told us from your heart to move forward. That rare gesture of humility did not go in vain. When you kissed our feet, my brother Dr. Riek Machar was outside the country. Today, both Dr. Riek and I are seated here working collectively to implement the revitalized peace agreement we signed in 2018. Your Holiness, I am aware of the huge expectations regarding the implementation of this peace agreement. I know that not everyone is satisfied with the pace of the revitalized peace agreement implementation. But what is important is that we, as the parties to the agreement, are working together in the spirit of dialogue to overcome challenges before us. And we will remain committed until peace is firmly consolidated in South Sudan. Your Excellencies, guided by our deep desire for inclusive political process and the need to create institutions where citizens' voices could be heard, we developed the roadmap 2022 that extended the transitional period by 24 months in September last year. We did this to give ourselves time to plan and create institutions that will permit for holding credible and transparent elections. Which are the end game of the revitalized peace agreement. The fact that the roadmap was developed exclusively by the parties to the agreement is itself an encouraging sign in our path to political maturity. And I can firmly say we shall use the roadmap to fast-track the implementation of outstanding provisions in the revitalized peace agreement and to build on the successes we have already achieved, such as the graduation of unified forces. Your Holiness, Excellencies, in honor of the Holy Father, Pope Francis' historic visit to our country and our declaration of 2023 as the year of peace and reconciliation, I am officially announcing the lifting of the suspension of the Rome peace talks with the Holdout groups. I hope that my brothers from the non-signatories, South Sudan opposition group will reciprocate this gesture and engage with us honestly to achieve an inclusive peace in our country. In closing, I would like to once again thank Your Holiness Pope Francis and your delegation for blessing our country with this pilgrimage. I would also heartily thank the Archbishop of Canterbury and the moderator of the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland for ecumenical solidarity they have shown to our country. I hope that their interactions with us in the next two days will give energy and blessings that will push us over the line on our journey for peaceful and prosperous South Sudan. Thank you all, and may the Almighty God bless you all and our country, South Sudan. Thank you very much.